So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six.
I got you. Ladies.
Darnold from the gun. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jarrell Casey in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
On second and goal, Darnold. He completes it to Westbrook. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Darnold a sneak, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Sam Darnold taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterbacks, they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Mariota completes it to Davis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. This is brought in at the 21. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They will start the drive with Scarlett, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting it.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now Scarlett.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They try and bring the pressure, but he still gets off a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 1st down sack, 2nd down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. This is fielded at the 27. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Darnold. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Darnold down to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. Open man, here's Foster. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jordan Scarlett, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction, and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. It's caught. Humphreys. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Mariota. He gets it to Humphreys. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10. Here's Mariota. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack, Mariota, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was Marcus Mariota with a strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got an open man, it's Foster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing again is Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Now a give here to Scarlett. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They turn to Scarlett again. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive goes a full 80 yards and 10 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Mariota on target there to Humphries. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Adam Humphries. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Get it, boy! Get it, boy!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On the handoff in Scarlett. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Faking the give, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Reynolds, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Marcus Mariota and the Titans about to go on offense. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, there weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now they'll run it on the toss. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw Mariota. He finds Humphries. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mariota now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Mariota, under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Miles Jack with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Mariota looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And that will get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Darnold from the gun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jarrell Casey has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Darnold. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Big stop, let's go.
Play action, it's Darnold going for it all. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop, 8 for 10 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. A toss here to Scarlett. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check.
Here's Mariota. And that's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Mariota. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on first down. Laird, and running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Throwing here, Mariota.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This will be taken short. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tennessee, it's just their third win on the campaign as they move to 3-11 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right craft, meaning potential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we're moving